back to Easy English with Mel. My name is Mel, and I'm so happy that you are joining me today because today we are talking about phonics. And phonics are really important. Well, first of all, what are phonics? Phonics is the sound that the letters make. And they're really important if you want to make sure that you are pronouncing the English words correctly. So quite often I get questions about how can I sound just like a native English speaker? How can I get rid of my accent? And first of all, it is really important to pronounce the words correctly because you want people to understand what you're saying. You're putting in a lot of work and a lot of effort to learn a new language. You want to be understood. There is a limitation there. You shouldn't feel like you need to sound just like me or somebody who lives in America or somebody who lives in Great Britain or wherever. You need to sound like you and we need to understand you. Okay, so there are certain things that you can do to make your English clearer. There are certain things you can do to make it so that your English is better understood. And that really is based in phonics. So if you are practicing your phonics, practicing saying the letters correctly, you are going to do amazing at English. So that's what this lesson is all about. Without further ado, let's get started. All right, so we are going to go through the whole alphabet from A to Z or A to Z, depending on how you say it. And I will tell you how the letters are pronounced. We will talk about blends, so that's when two letters are together. We'll talk about that in another video, but the first thing you need to master is the sound of the letters. And yes, some of the letters have more than one sound, so I'll try and cover those sounds as well as best as I can for today's video. All right, so let's get started right from the top. We have the letter A. Now, the letter A is part of a special group of letters called vowels, and those are A, E, I, O, and U. And what's special about these letters is that they have two sounds. They have a short sound and a long sound. So the letter A has a short sound, which is A, like cat, k, a, t, cat. And then the long sound would sound more like Kate, k, a, t, Kate. When we say the long sound of a vowel, it's really easy because we just say the vowel's name. So in this case, the vowel's name is A, so we say A, k, a, t, Kate. So again, the short sound is A, and the long sound is A. Next, we have B. B is pronounced B, B. It's not ba, it's just a sound that is made with our lips, B, B. So our lips kind of flick a little bit. Next we have C. The letter C actually does have two sounds. It has a hard sound, k, and a soft sound, s. With C you have the hard sound like cat and the soft sound like cinema. Sounds like an S, cinema. Next we have D. D like dog is d, d, d. So the tongue is behind your front teeth and it's just d, d. Next we have E. E is one of our 5 vowels, and so it has a short sound and a long sound. So our short sound would be e, and the long sound would be E. So the short sound would be like met, et, met, and the long sound would be meet, eat, meet. Next we have F. F is f, It's just like air going through your teeth. Like frog, frog. Next we have G. G also has two sounds, a hard sound and a soft sound. So we have G for the hard sound, like golf, and J for the soft sound, which is like a J, J, J sound, J. Like giraffe. Next we have H, and this sound is H, H, like happy, H, happy, H, happy. All right, so it's just like the air coming out of your mouth. If something is hot, hot. Next we have I. I is a vowel sound. The short sound for I is I, and the long sound is I. So the sound for the short I would be like lit, it, lit. And the long sound would be like light, it, light. Next we have J. J is J, J. Same sound we had for the soft G sound, J, jam, jam. Next we have K. K is a K, K. Next we have L. This one gets kind of tricky. It is ooh. So your tongue goes to the back of your front teeth and the sound is really started from right here. Ooh, the back of your throat, ooh. It's important not to say la. Quite often we say la when we see an L. But if you had the word light and you were sounding it out, you wouldn't want to say la, it, light. That doesn't sound correct, right? We want to make sure that we're saying light, light. All right. Next we have M. Another sound that is often confusing for learners. It is So our lips are together. It is like something that you really like and you're going So it's not ma, it's like mom. Okay? If we were to say ma'am, that doesn't sound right. And that would be hard for people to understand what we're saying, okay? So practice this one, mom. Next we have N, It's like the M sound, but with our mouth open. Same vibration. N like November. Next we have O. O is a vowel sound, so it has a short sound and a long sound. The short sound is aw. Our mouths make an O, aw, like og, dog, or op, pop. And it also has the long sound, which is O, like ope, pope. Next we have P, and P makes the P sound. P. So again, it's just like air going through your lips as you hold them tight P, and let the air come out, P, like pineapple. Again, another one that is often sounded out like paw, and that's not right. We want to make sure it's just that little burst of air. P. Next we have Q. Q makes the kwa sound, like queen or quilt. Next we have R. R makes the sound, almost like a car, like red or rainbow. Next we have S. S makes the S sound, like a snake or the sun. Next we have T. Like tango or turkey. Our last vowel sound is U. And again, it has a short and a long sound. The short sound is Often when my students can't remember what the sound, the short sound is for you, they'll go, and I'll say, yes, that's right. It's that sound you make when you don't remember. And the long sound, of course, is you. So short sound, like ugh, hug, hug, and long sound like huge, huge, huge. Next we have V, v, v. So it's like a vibration between your teeth and your bottom lip. V, V like violin. And next we have W, and W makes the W sound, W, like Wednesday. Next we have X, and X makes the X sound, X. There aren't really a lot of words that start with X, but there are a lot of words that have X in it. Usually it is accompanied with an E, so like experiment or example. So the X again makes the X sound. Almost done. Next we have Y, and Y makes the Y sound, Y, like yellow or yo-yo. And lastly, we have Z or Z, depending on where you live and how you say it. Both letters say the same sound, and that is Z, 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 like zebra. And it is the same sound that a buzzing bee makes, buzz, buzz. It is the Z sound. All right, that is the whole alphabet. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I encourage you to go through this video multiple times if you need to practice those sounds, and let me know if you're having trouble with any of the sounds, and I can hopefully give you some more tips to help you out there. Keep your eye out for my next video that will be talking about some of the blends that we make. So THs, PH, SH. These are the types of blends that people are usually having trouble with when they're sounding things out. And that'll be the next step that you need for learning proper phonics so that you can speak clear English. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this video and you would like to see more, please remember to subscribe and give it a like. I would really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you guys again. Thank you so much. Bye.